we are hearing from the Russians, who straight up just said, no compromise. That's where we're at this very moment. No compromise. But let's go ahead and actually break down what their own press release said. Russian officials said that the meeting had lasted 5 hours in order for them to really give both sides a chance to thoroughly discuss, quote, what they call a long-term settlement for the crisis in Ukraine. They described these conversations as useful, constructive, and informative. But here's the important part. Several versions of the Ukrainian peace plan were on the table. They said several. Russia says they actually received 5 different documents, including, they said it was a 27-point plan, not a 28-point plan, but still, it's probably the same proposal. They didn't discuss the exact wording of the documents, and speaking to reporters, they actually didn't even give anyone the key points that they were talking about, just that they were talking about them in general. The important thing of this meeting is the results, in which the Russian says there's still no compromise. They say that some American ideas do work for Russia's, others do not. The biggest thing, the whole territorial thing. Russia, they still want to have land given to them first, and then they can discuss a ceasefire, something which is the exact opposite of what Europe and Ukraine wants. I also need to add that Putin had used this meeting to tell the United States that Europe, well, they're being really destructive when it comes to peace talks. He is clearly angry that Europe is now kind of getting ready to do preemptive strikes or just countering Russian strikes before they happen. The one noticeable moment we need to talk about, which is the fact that, yes, they brought up the future economic cooperation between the United States and Russia, essentially saying that there are a lot of back-channeling talks about this cooperation, which is something that we kind of knew for quite some time. It only became public about a week and a half ago, and now Russia's just straight up recognizing it, saying, yeah, well, we are working on things on the back end. What does this mean moving forward? Well, after this meeting, it seems like we're not further apart from finally getting to some kind of peace, but we didn't get closer. We know that U.S. officials are going to be going back to the United States to tell Trump how things went. Russia is going to mull over some of the points that the U.S. made, and maybe sometime down the line there could be some kind of potential Trump-Putin meeting, but even they said that all of that meeting depends on the progress of peace. So yeah, really nothing happened during this meeting, and I need to add, it definitely was a spit in the face of the United States for Putin to show up 3 hours late. But clearly he's angry with Europe right now, and I guess kind of wanted to set the tone of the meeting before he got in. But let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. I'll be sure to keep you updated, so please do share my videos and follow me for more.